This is a maybe not so brief guide on the duplicate checker. So I'll initially go over how to use it for what you probably most want, which is to check for duplicates on your store. For the people watching, just for that, it will be the first couple of minutes of the video. I do want to finish with some important details to be aware of, why I think its name is a bit misleading, and I'll go over some interesting uses for it when scaling your accounts, and a bit about why I think it's actually one of the most important tools of the software that don't get as much coverage as it should. So to navigate to the tool, you just go to the Ecom Sniper extension icon and press the duplicate checker button. Now on this page, you're going to see a text box with a ton of your SKUs. I've got quite a few actually. So every time you use the software to list an item, whether manually or with sniping or by using the bulk lister, it will generate a SKU for that listing. The SKU is how Ecom Sniper finds the associated Amazon listing for that item on your store. It's how auto order manages to find the item on Amazon, and also how the tracker updates all of your items. These SKUs are also how Ecom Sniper stops you from listing duplicate items or grabbing the duplicates from using the product hunter. If you've ever seen a duplicate tag on an Amazon listing, this is where it comes from. With that in mind, it's quite important to know that these SKUs are Chrome profile dependent. So when you use a new Chrome profile from the one you usually use, your SKUs won't be there unless you manually copy them over. They're not linked to your Ecom Sniper account. So if you ever use a second Chrome profile for Product Hunter, Bulk Lister, Sniping, make sure you copy these SKUs over so these tools will know which items on Amazon are already listed to your store. Now, you might sometimes get duplicate listings on your eBay store. It could be for many reasons, like a random glitch in the bulk lister, or you might have accidentally listed on another Chrome profile, like I said, without the SKUs copying over. Whatever the reason, it's not a good idea. eBay doesn't like them, so we need to periodically just remove these listings. So to start, you probably won't see any duplicates listed here. Where we're at the bottom where it says total duplicate SKUs found. The reason being is the software doesn't know if it made a mistake in the bulk lister. It just lists, say it accidentally lists two items, it's just gonna save one SKU here. Or if you list it in another profile, it's not gonna see those SKUs. So we need to first clear this list of all the SKUs, and then we're gonna scan our entire store fresh. Before you delete the list of SKUs, I suggest you first copy it into a notepad, as we'll be putting this original list back once we're done, just like scanning our store. I'll explain after why that's so important. Once you've done that, you want to press the clear SKUs button to wipe the list, and then click Fetch SKUs from File Exchange, which is going to download your listings report from eBay and fill in all the SKUs. Once it's done, you'll see the text at the bottom again, that where it says total duplicate SKUs found. It's now going to have a number. If we're lucky, it'll have a number after it showing you exactly how many duplicate listings it found or duplicate SKUs it found. And if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see there's a button called Open Duplicate SKUs in a new tab. Now, this is how we're going to delete the items. If you notice, there's actually a button called Remove Duplicates. This is not how you delete duplicates from your store. This simply removes the duplicate SKUs from the list. Instead, you need to click that Open Duplicate SKUs button, and this is going to open 10 of the duplicate listings in their own separate tabs, and it's going to group them all up in the same tab. Now, in these tabs, you just want to scroll down, select the duplicates, leaving the original, and just end them as you normally would with your store. Then we're going to go back to the duplicate checker and click the exact same item, So we'll open another 10 listings and we'll repeat this until they're all done. So you want to do that, remove the duplicates for all 10 listings, go back, open another 10, and do this until uh, we've processed all of them. You'll notice the batch number will increase every single time, so you don't have to manually like go to the next page of duplicates. The software will do that automatically. Once you're done, and this is so important, you want to clear the SKUs list that we've just scanned, and we're going to copy the original list into the box where it says you can import your SKUs here. Once you do that, you just want to click that big import SKUs button, and if we refresh the page afterwards, you'll see the original list of SKUs is now in that box. And that's you finished with the duplicate checker. Now, I want to talk about some extra points about this, like I mentioned. First, you might have noticed that initially I had about 56,000 SKUs, but when we done the scan, I only had about 21,000 listings on my store. The reason I have more SKUs than I have listings is because this list is a huge history of your entire store. Every listing you've ever ended because it arrived to the customer in the wrong color, or an item that had an incorrect description on Amazon, or even just from pruning your store of dead items, all these item SKUs are saved in this list. Even though the listing is ended, the SKU will remain. So it's so important that we keep all these SKUs so we don't list these items ever again. We only want to list brand new fresh items that haven't been tested on our store. Otherwise, we're just wasting credits. Something we can also use this list for is more later on when you're creating new accounts. We can copy this list to our second store's Ecom Sniper extension, so we'll already have an entire list of items that do not sell well or have issues with them. That means our second store is going to run much more efficiently, as we aren't wasting time or credits listing items that we already know don't work from trial and error, as we did on our first account. Another thing I'll point out is it's quite possible that seasonal items are in this list. So say you do your pruning in March, all of your Christmas items will most likely end because they're not going to be getting any views anymore. Then next Christmas, when you go to Product Hunter to get these items, it won't grab some of them because they'll be marked as duplicates because those ended items are still in that SKU list. Now, I don't think this is a huge problem, as I imagine by that time, Amazon sellers will have they'll have a new wave of new items. And also, even if they are using existing items, they're probably going to create a new Amazon listing with a new ASIN number. So it won't matter. But if you are worried about that, just keep it in mind. And then when the holidays come, clear your SKU list, do a Product Hunter scan of purely holiday terms, then do a bulk list of all of those links. And once you're done, just import the original SKU list back into the duplicate checker so that you have your history again of all the other items on your store. And that's it. I hope this helps.